Alright, hello everyone. Here we are back for an instructional video, Glenmonarch Estate, hole number 5. And let me get my pen ready. So the first thing that I'm going to do here is kind of put the minimum club levels. What did I say about sniper? Sniper 4-ish, 3. You can use very low sniper. I might up it to a 5 just because of power. So maybe sniper 5. And when you're looking through these videos, you'll want to go to pretty much the, whichever tour. You'll basically pick all the videos, like all 9 holes, and you'll just say, okay, well, the smallest sniper that I can use would be this, for example, but you'll want to be looking at whatever one is the least. That'll cover you for all tours. So for instance, on one of the holes, you really need a sniper 7. So the minimum sniper that you should be using is a sniper 7 for this tour, just through this course. And for Guardian, this is the one where it'd really be nice, you can get away with a 2, but if you really want to cover yourself for all wins, you'll want a Guardian 4. And that's just so you have enough top spin. That's the biggest question mark, is the top spin for this shot. So what I'm going to suggest that you do for this hole is that you'll play the rough bump here. And what's nice about the rough bump shot is you really don't need, the one thing that I do is I try to get, very close to the top half here. I try to get within like a ring or 2 on a sniper, so within 2 yards of the rough's edge here, and then we just kind of trickle it through here. I try to use a little bit of this right-hand side of this slope here, as it seems to kind of go in the best way possible when you thread it up through there. So let's talk a little bit about the winds now for this one. And for the side winds, for example, I might use right around 1, right about 1. And as we get the tailwind case, we might be able to just slightly come off of this. Not very much. You won't be able to come off very much. Nothing like the, a rough bump pretty much, no matter what, rolls out kind of very similarly. So for this, you're going to need, let me just say what T-box here we're talking about. It pretty much is going to run out very close to how it would. Now, if the wind does get up, very high, you can maybe go 1.5 on this, but it would need to be a significant headwind. And another thing that is tricky about the headwind case is the higher it gets, for example, you do go towards max. So I can't remember where the max line is, but it's somewhere up here on like a power 3. So the more rings that you have to go towards that line there, the harder that shot gets. And of course, the lower your level of club will also start to, hinder that performance as well. So that's where, you really do need to just be thinking about what to do. But let's talk about the ring adjustments real quick for this one. So for the side wind case, what I'll usually use for this is max plus 10%. So whatever my max ring adjustment is, if I'm going into, notebook or whatever, 7.4, instead of using max, I'll use max plus 10. So an extra 10% instead of, the 7.4-ish rings, an extra 10% on that ring number. For the headwind case, I'm going to need to increase the number of rings that I need to go. So I might use max plus 20%. I could use as much as, if it's way large, I might use plus 30%. So between 20 and 30% for the headwind case. For the tailwind case, for the most part, I do the same thing as the side wind. It's going to be very similar, max plus 10. And the biggest thing that you want to avoid is, making sure that you go enough rings, pull back enough to make sure that you don't fly long. And that's where that max plus 10% will help ensure that you don't launch onto that fairway surface. So good luck with this hole, guys, and I'll see you guys on the next one.